Yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
What do you play?
I like slacky. I like doing some, you know, Hawaiian slacky type of stuff.
Did you ever play in a band?
No,
For
only by myself.
yeah,
Yeah, friends, backyard,
yeah.
you know, barbecue. Yeah, I
Yeah.
build them better than I play them. So
Okay.
yeah, my kid's part of the YK Intermediate School
Yeah.
ukulele band. Yeah.
So they have pretty good ukes then.
Well, they got what I built. Well, I do judo. You know, we do judo, that type of stuff. You know, we just like to enjoy life. You know, go to the beach, you know, stuff like that. Hang out with the family and friends and stuff like that. I guess I'm short on black belt in judo. My first uke that I started was in when was it? In 1990, I think. That was when I first started my first uke. Um, I'm not sure. I still trying to figure that out. Really, I mean, it, you know, I love what I do, and you know, I've been doing them ever since. But I always had work in between. You know, building. I always had, you know, construction stuff, and you know, in between between my building. Not until the last maybe 5 years, maybe 4 years. Well, I was into first started in auto body. I used to do auto body. I used
Yeah.
to paint cars and stuff, and that was my interest. And then I went into construction, to carpentry. I started doing carpentry, and I guess that's what brought the two together. You know, I like finished carpentry. I like spraying and stuff, and you know, with building instruments, I get that still get the two things. I can do the finished carpentry. I can put a nice finish on them, and then third thing, of course, you can make them sound good. So it doesn't have to. It's not only looks. You know, of course, the instrument needs to be able to play and stuff. So you know, it's even one more positive that I brought to what I do. Yeah, I worked with James Goodall guitars.
Yeah. How was that?
I loved it. You know, he's a great guy. James built awesome stuff. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. I was actually in the. I actually went there, and that's kind of how I got started. I went with him. Went to his shop because I wanted to learn and I wanted to build my instrument. And when I went there, I already had an auto body background. I could spray, and so I flew right into the his finish department, and I did his finish. And then throughout the years working there, I learned a little bit more on you know, overall the actual building of guitars. I wouldn't say that I learned because you know James, you know, build ukes. You know, he builds wonderful guitars. Um, I think more on the lines of I learned how to do quality stuff through James, not necessarily how to build an instrument in general. James, he hold a high standard quality instrument, but so I learned that as far as James. As far as learning on the building ukes, I mean, you know, just research, you know, friends and you know other builders. You know, kind of the good part about it is that you know other builders, you know, they're kind of friendly with each other and they help each other out and communicate and stuff. So I think pretty much learned that type, you know, aspect from others and research and stuff. I think Bob of course was on big, you know, he's been probably maybe even first one around here that does it. So I did, you know, became really good friends with Bob and found that you know he's a real big help to not only me, to a lot of builders out there. You know, Bob was a great guy, and you know, like I said, James is he's an awesome guy as well, and I learned a lot from him. And you know, I can go and you know, name a bunch of guys that kind of inspired me and do awesome work as well. But you know, I think just the drive. You know, I wanted to do this, and I wanted to have my own style, my own look, and but yeah, you know, everybody that's built is real helpful. I think as far as getting the Vento name was the fact that my intention never at the beginning was never to have a business building instruments. That was never my intention. My intention, you know, when I was in community college, my last project, we could build something, and I chose to build an instrument because of some. Usually every year the carpentry program, we would build a model home, and that year it the plans wasn't ready, and we couldn't build that model home during that year. So we was told that we could build something that we wanted, you know, anything. And me being a ukulele player, you know, I mean, hobbyist player, I wanted to try to build one, and that's to me that's where it was gonna, you know, I just wanted to try to build my own instrument, and the reason why I put the Vento name is just because I built it. As I started to build one more and two more, I already had the V, I already had the name, and I just kind of stuck, you know, with that, and never think too much in as far as a marketing scheme and having one different brand name or whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know. I would have to look it up. Sometimes more, sometimes just depending on.
Roughly.
I don't know. You know, 12 maybe less than that. No, I don't think I even know that much. I'm not sure. Just depend on what come in. You know what happened, and yeah, it's hard. I would have to look that up. How much I bill. I still trying to figure that out. You know, when I first started, I used to just do one at a time, and just concentrate on finishing one, and then starting another one. As I kind of grew into the business, I decided to maybe try to do a couple at a time and stuff, and then I got to the point where I tried to do 10 at one time and found that was too much. So I still kind of playing with the batches, and you know, now I try to do 3 or 4 at a time. I don't know, because I kind of get one love for each one that I make for whatever reason, you know, flaw or not, you know, it's something different, something special, something that I made. So I'm not sure if I found one that I would say, you know, I kind of put everything into everyone, you know, regardless, and yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I try to just look and feel, and then look through stuff, and not necessarily just because it's curly I want to use it.
But if it was your uke, if it was like you're gonna keep it,
I wouldn't know. I would just, yeah, I never really gave it thought. You know, sometimes I see one wood, and this wood is super nice, and I couldn't say.
what size would it be?
Probably one tenor. I like the tenor low G, or you know, kind of like the tenor size. I wouldn't mind getting one from each builder here, just to have. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I never really went and talked to a bunch of guys, a bunch of different builders. You know, like I said, I went talked to Bob, because you know, bought a lot of supplies and stuff from Bob. May have talked to Chuck 1 or 2 times. You know, Woodley. You know, we became kind of good friends. You know, recently, but prior to that, never really been connected with the guild, and so you know, I really don't know people's stuff. I didn't play much of other instruments and stuff. I played, you know, I don't know, 1 or 2 from Bob when I'm up there, and one's finished or something. I think I played, I don't know, maybe one of Woodley's, you know, Dennis maybe one, but so I don't know, you know, I don't know who I would like to try build. But I think everybody builds. They build from the heart, and each you come out special. I think that's the good quality that I think a lot of not separating, but a lot of local builders when they come out, or that I met anyway, um, that they still get the heart of building instruments. Not just sending them out the door. I think that's very important. I would have to ask you guys that question. I'm not sure. For me, I just like I said, I just love building them, and you know, if it goes out, somebody enjoys it. That to me, that's just the enjoyment that somebody can pick them up and enjoy the instrument. So